Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditblogger.com. Today's video we're going to talk about another easy approval Net30 vendor, and this vendor reports to Dun and Bradstreet. So last week's video we talked about an easy approval Net30 vendor that reports to Equifax Business. On this week's video we're going to talk about a brand new Net30 vendor that reports to Dun and Bradstreet. So for those of you who are new to establishing or wanting to get business credit for your business, this is one of the easiest ways for you to do it with a Net30 vendor that literally will approve you even with no personal credit check and no personal guarantee. So let's get started with this video. Now, a Net30 vendor, what does that actually mean? If you're new to business credit, you hear the term Net30 vendor, Net30 accounts, Net30 trade lines. They're all basically the same thing. It's when a company or a business or supplier or even a retailer extends an amount of credit to your business that you can purchase their products and services using a credit line, and they defer the payments for 30 days. So they invoice you on that purchase or the service you bought using your credit line, but you have to repay that invoice within 30 days. So that's why it's called a Net30 account. So this allows you as a business owner, why should you pay attention to Net30 accounts, is because it allows you to conserve cash flow. You can defer payments for 30 days. So if you're buying products and services on credit using your supplier account, let's say with a Net30 terms, you can buy the products on credit, make them or sell them, whatever it is you're doing with what you're purchasing, turn a profit, but then you actually pay for the hard costs of your products or supplies 30 days later. So that's a benefit to a Net30 account. For those of you looking to build business credit, this is also a great way for you to establish credit history for your business. So what actually do you need to start building business credit? We covered this on last week's video. I'm going to run this through real quick. Separate legal entity. You want to be incorporated if you're looking to create that separation between you and your business. Make sure your company's in good standing. So if you're an existing business and you've been in business for quite some time, make sure you check your state filing records that you paid your annual report filing fee. Most states have them. They charge maybe $25, $50, some even more than that, to make sure your company's in good standing. Your employer identification number, that's your EIN issued to you from the IRS. That's how you file your taxes with your entity. So you want to have that set up. Have your business mailing address, business physical address, your business phone number, and an email address where, when you're applying for credit, they're going to ask for that information. The information you supply on a credit application is information, it's data that's supplied to the business credit agency. So you want to make sure you have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed. And that's why we talk about like being credit ready before you actually start applying for credit. And you want to have a business bank account. So let's talk about this easy approval Net30 vendor. It's called JJ Gold, net30gold.com. This is really exciting because we've done a lot of Net30 accounts on office supplies and other services, but they actually sell jewelry, personal products and accessories. Great if you own a hair salon, because you can buy all types of products, and a lot of them you buy at wholesale pricing as well. They've been around for 30 years in business, but now they have this a Net30 offer. So they offer Net30 terms, and they report to Dun and Bradstreet. So don't go to net30gold.com yet. I'm going to walk through the requirements. I'm going to walk through how to apply, where you go, etc., and what you need to purchase to get your purchase reported to Dun and Bradstreet. So don't go to Net30 Gold just yet, because we're going to share with you the application process, how much you actually need to purchase in your cart for it to report that purchase to Dun and Bradstreet. So what are the requirements? This is an easy approval Net30 vendor, so you only need to be 6 months in business. That's the only requirement, which is tremendous, okay? So if you're looking to get credit right now for your business and you want to build business credit, this is one of the easiest ways to do it. Obviously, you want to get more than one Net30 account. You also want to have diversity in your business credit, but this is a great starter. You'll receive a Net30 account when you apply. And there's some really great news, because I'm going to talk to you about this on the next slide, is the promotion they have going on right now. So you definitely want to take advantage of it. They do report to Dun and Bradstreet. Now, one thing I want to point out is they report only when you use your credit line. Okay, so if you're buying something cash and you don't use your credit line, they don't report that activity. So they only report when you actually use your Net30 account. Okay, so You can get credit limit increases really easily with this vendor, so that's another really powerful thing. Every 60 days you can request a credit limit increase. I'm going to share with you some details about that too, is how do you improve your chances of getting a higher credit limit increase as opposed to a small credit limit increase. I'm going to share with you that as well in this presentation. So definitely watch through the whole thing. I know you're probably anxious to go to net30gold.com right now and apply, but we're going to walk you through this, okay? So how do you actually apply? You're going to go to net30gold.com and you are going to apply for a business Net30 account. I'm going to share with you real quick on the screen here. Now, the promotion they're running right now, which is huge, is you'll know a lot of Net30 companies out there are making you pay like an annual membership fee and then they give you a Net30 account. They are waiving their annual membership fee until September 1st of 2021. So you have, I mean, we're at the first week in August right now, so you definitely want to get your Net30 account set up right now because you don't have to pay that yearly membership fee if you sign up between now and September 1st. Okay, so they're waiving it. No annual membership fee, but after September 1st, if you apply, it costs $99 for an annual membership fee, and then they extend the Net30 account to you. Okay, so let me go over. You're going to go to net30gold.com. It's going to take you to their website, and you can obviously see they have lots of different products. You can look at their store, lots of jewelry, personal products. They have more and more personal products coming in. They even have, like, I think shampoos and all that kind of stuff, shaving supplies. But you're going to scroll all the way down to the very bottom where it says Business Net30 account right here. You're going to click on this Business Net30 account. And that's going to take you to the Net30 terms offer. Obviously, you're not paying any interest because you're paying whatever you purchase in 30 days. So the next thing you're gonna accept the terms, what they're offering you. Click next, and that's going to bring up the Net30 application. Really simple. You're going to want to put your legal business name, your beneficial owner first name and last name, your EIN number. Now, it does give you an option to put your DUNS number. Okay, obviously you want to have a DUNS number so they can report your payment activity to Dun and Bradstreet. They're still going to report it if you don't furnish it. And many times DNB will actually create a credit file if they receive data from a supplier or vendor or retailer that reports data on a Net30 account. And if you don't have a DUNS number already, then most likely DNB will issue you one when you have a vendor reporting that data, your company data to DNB. Credit safe number is also optional. I want to encourage you to get your credit safe number. Definitely watch the video up here on how to apply for a credit safe. Get your company listed with Credit Safe, which is another business credit bureau. Now but it's not mandatory to have that. They like you to have the credit safe number because that way they can quickly verify that you've been in business for 6 months. But to offset that, you'll see that they ask for your company establishment date, but you're also going to need to upload your EIN number, which obviously shows when your EIN number was issued, and they're going to want you to upload a utility bill, okay, showing your business name and your business address. Okay, so it's all verification. That's basically it. Then you click next, and basically at that point you're gonna put in some other account details, and then you click submit. You get issued your Net30 account. Let me take you back to this. At this point, what happens? You're gonna get approved, and they typically start you off. Remember, this is no personal guarantee, no personal credit check, only 6 months in business. So you have to realize you're not gonna get a huge credit line, especially when you can buy physical products. This is not digital products. This is actually jewelry or personal care products. So typically you're going to start out with a $350 credit limit. That's typical if you have no credit file established whatsoever. You have no Dun and Bradstreet report, no credit safe account. Typically it'd be $350 would be your initial starter credit limit. Now, when you go back to that store and now you're approved, you have your credit limit, and now you want to purchase something because that's how you're going to have payment activity reported to Dun and Bradstreet. Just because you get approved with the credit line doesn't mean they're going to report it to Dun and Bradstreet. It's when you create your first invoice and you pay your invoice, then they report. Okay, so when you go to net30gold.com, let's say you've already submitted your application, you got approved, you have $350 credit limit available to you. Now you shop around. Your purchase total in your shopping cart has to be $75 or more. If you only put $50 in there and you click checkout, the Net30 option for you to pay using your Net30 account will not pop up. It has to be over $75 or more. So you put $75 has to be the minimum purchase amount of whatever you're going to buy. Then you click checkout and you'll see a Net30 option. That's when you want to select use your Net30 account. Okay? Whatever you put on your Net30 account and you pay that invoice, that is what gets reported to Dun and Bradstreet. Okay? Nothing else. So if you only bought a $30 item, you paid cash for it, or you put it on a business credit card and you didn't use your Net30 account, that won't get reported. Okay? So I want to make sure I'm really clear on that. Let's talk about next what happens about credit limit increases. So every 60 days with this company, they've been around for 30 years, a long time, but remember, you're establishing a relationship with this particular vendor. Just with every vendor, every retailer, every lender, every bank card issuer, it's all about creating that relationship. Payment activity, history, usage, all those things play a role. Okay, so every 60 days you can request a credit limit increase. So this is just an example. You got a $350 credit limit you just got. In 60 days you request a credit limit increase. Okay, so let's say all you bought was one product for $80 using your credit line. So you have one order, $80, and then in 60 days you say, I want a credit limit increase. Most likely they're not going to increase your $350 credit limit to $5,000 or even $1,000 because you're only purchased $80 on using your credit limit. They most likely may jump you up to $500, $750 maybe. So how can you increase the likelihood of getting a much higher credit limit in 60 days? Let's say your first purchase was $75. That's a $75 purchase. And let's say this in second month, in 60 days, before 60 days, let's say you ordered something else for $250, let's say, or $300, and you paid your invoice. Then you request a credit limit increase. Well, more than likely they may jump that to almost $1,000 because you pretty much maxed out your credit, but you made a major purchase and you paid it on time. Okay, so there's a big difference between how much of your credit you use and how little you use will determine how much they'll extend more in credit to you. Okay, so I just want to make sure you're aware with that. But for this example, if you're only going to make a $175 purchase and you pay your invoice on time and 60 days later ask for increase, most likely they'll bump you up to $500 or maybe even $750. Okay, so just be aware of that, and pay all your invoices on or ahead of the due date. So let's talk about another. I like to call this a business credit hack because it's a strategy. Remember, JJ Gold, this Net30 account reports to Dun and Bradstreet. But how do you maximize this Net30 account that you now have? Well, now you can get it reported to Equifax, CreditSafe, and Insonia. So that one Net30 account, and I talked about this last week in the other Easy Approval Net30 vendor we talked about. But this one, now you can have your Net30 vendor account with JJ Gold reporting to Dun and Bradstreet because they report to DNB. And you can also have it reporting to Equifax, CreditSafe, and Insonia. So that's 4 business credit bureaus one Net30 account can report to. But now this takes you to do an extra step. Okay, so let's reverse a little bit. You applied for your Net30 account. You got it. You have a $350 credit limit. Okay, and now what you want to do is set up a business lift account. Okay, you should already have this whether you're a startup or an existing business because you want to be reporting your utilities. That's just, like I said, that's like a no-brainer basically. Like your business cell phone, your utilities, all reporting to the business credit bureaus. But with the business lift account, you go to businesscreditbuilderservices.com. They charge a one-time setup fee of $49.95 and $9.95 is your monthly automatic business credit reporting. That $9.95 that you pay for this particular account reports to Dun and Bradstreet. So remember that. You're getting another trade line with DNB if you have this account. So what happens at that point is, since JJ Gold is a vendor, you're going to have to do a manual verification for this one. It's not an automatic reporting. So you would have to pay an additional $19.95 to have your Lyft account verify JJ Gold's Net30 account. and then they verify it, and then they report it to Equifax, Credit Safe, and Insonia. And remember, with the manual verification, they only report it one time. So they're not reporting it every single month. Okay, so just be aware of that. So maybe 6 months down the road, or 8 months down the road, if you with your JJ Gold account, you might want to do the 1995 again, so that way you can have that 6 months of payment history added. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so and just keep in mind that this is a really powerful strategy for you to maximize all your Net30 accounts that you have, your business credit accounts that you have, or other relationships you have with companies that you're paying for on a monthly or quarterly or semi-annually basis. Okay, Equifax, Credit Safe, and Insonia. So that's, again, this is a great strategy for you. So I just share with you an easy approval Net30 account. That reports to Dun and Bradstreet. And if you're looking for a wide variety of strategies, a whole bunch of different types of vendors, retailers, gas cards, business credit cards that report to the business credit bureaus, definitely check out our business credit building system at businesscreditbuilders.org. And if you're looking for funding, we also offer Done For You funding, where we actually acquire the funding for you. We do a free pre-qualification review. So check out our main site, which is businesscreditbuilders.org. If you find this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps YouTube know that you're getting value from our channel. Click the subscribe button also if you want to get notified every time a new video like this comes out. And with that, I want to thank you again for your support, and then we wish you the best success. Make it a great day.